Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited to share with you 4 new fragrances that have made their way into my collection. These have been on my wish list for quite some time and I honestly think they're 4 of some of the best I've ever smelled and I'm really happy to have them. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on them, then stay tuned. Also, if you enjoy my content, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps support my channel. So let's get right into it. So tonight I'm talking to you guys about 4 incredible fragrances that are newly added to my collection, and I honestly don't think you can go wrong with any of them. They are all amazing fragrances and I thought I would share my thoughts on them with you. So let's just jump right on into it. So the first fragrance is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. So I ordered myself a 30 ml bottle of this because I wasn't sure what it was going to smell like. This was a blind buy for me. And I did order this on FragranceNet. This was a very difficult fragrance to find. Nowhere near me sells it, and it was sold out on most online stores that I had checked. So I actually had to go on a waiting list, and the second it became available, I swiped it up as soon as I could. So Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle has really good reviews all over YouTube. This is a very simple, non-complex fragrance, but it's a very good fragrance. So there's only 3 notes in here. There is pear, vetiver, and vanilla. So it's primarily a fruity type of a gourmand, very, very gourmand. Like it smells very sweet, but that vetiver in there gives it some depth. So it is fairly earthy, and I think that's what separates it from being just your typical sweet gourmand fragrance. This is a really lovely fragrance. It smells really, really good. I think this would be a very safe blind buy. I think it would be a great gift idea. I don't think you can really go wrong with it. I think that most people in the population would say that this smells good, and I also think that this would be a man-pleasing kind of a perfume as well. So very appropriate for dates, very sexy, very feminine. I think anybody from any age, from their late teens to into their senior years, could wear this fragrance. Do I want a full-size bottle of it? I don't think so at this point, just because I think I have other evening fragrances that I would wear before this one, but this is absolutely gorgeous. This is probably my number 4 spot in the 4 that I got today. So this is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. The second gorgeous bottle that we'll talk about is Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. So this one is primarily a gourmand, fruity coffee fragrance. This is very, very similar to YSL Black Opium. If you've ever smelled YSL Black Opium, this could be a doppelganger. This is like 95% similar. I would say the difference is that the YSL Black Opium is a little bit more a little bit sweeter, a little bit more vanilla, sugary kind of sweet, whereas this one is a little bit more fruity sweet, but they're very, very similar. This one also has kind of an elevated smell to me. It smells a little bit more elegant. I'm just going to take the lid off and refresh my memory here. Yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful fragrance, and if I didn't know better, like if you had my eyes blindfolded, I would swear that you had just put Black Opium in front of my nose. Very, very similar. It's gorgeous. It's definitely my kind of fragrance. I really like sweet fragrances, and I also really like coffee fragrances. So this one is 100% up my alley. I do recommend it. I think it's gorgeous. I have heard a couple of people say that the longevity isn't there, and unfortunately I haven't had a chance to try this out, so I can't speak to that. But as far as the scent goes, it's incredible. I would give this one like 10 out of 10 for scent. Very, very nice. If you guys want me to do a video talking about Dolce & Gabbana The One and comparing and contrasting it to this one, I could do that in the future as well if you'd like. They are very different fragrances. I think I was kind of expecting them to be a little bit more similar when I ordered this one, but I'm glad that it's different. So yes, this is a very nice fragrance. I do recommend it, and this is Dolce & Gabbana The Only One. This massive bottle is Dior Addict. This is another one that was very difficult to find. This came out a couple of years ago. I remember smelling it and I remember thinking that it was nice, but at that point, like I've mentioned before, I wasn't really into the perfume game, so I passed it up. Really wish I would have purchased it because it was quite a chore to find online. What can I say about Dior fragrances? Dior makes incredible fragrances. I have Miss Dior, I have Hypnotic Poison, I've had Pure Poison. I just really love their fragrances. So this is an Oriental Vanilla. It's a floral scent. There's orange blossom in here, there's vanilla, there's tonka bean, there's sandalwood. It is primarily, first and foremost, a very sweet vanilla perfume, but there's something about it that gives it some depth. It really has like a classy, nighttime, very sexy, very sultry, very seductive kind of a vibe to it. I think I've told you guys before when I was choosing like my top 10 for life kind of thing, or my top favorite perfumes, I had a really hard time picking my favorite nighttime or my top nighttime because I felt like there was something missing from my collection. I felt like I was missing that perfume that I could just go to when I wanted to smell really good, like a boss woman and sexy and sultry. And I felt like I had some good ones, but I just didn't have that one, that like reliable nighttime fragrance. And you guys, this is honestly, I think this is it. I think this is definitely a great perfume to wear on a date. Definitely a man pleaser type of perfume. This is comparable to Carolina Herrera Good Girl. Not that they smell the same, but that they have kind of that same vibe. They're both like a dark, deep evening kind of a scent. Oh, it is so good. It is such a nice fragrance. I 100% recommend this one. This is definitely gonna wiggle its way up into my top 10 for life. And I'm so happy that I ordered a 100 ml bottle. This next absolutely stunning bottle we will talk about is Tom Ford Noir pour Femme. This has also been on my wish list for quite a long time. This is like a very, very deep, seductive gourmand fragrance. So it has quite a few gourmand notes. I will put them up on the screen for you. There's also some citrus notes in here. There's some floral notes. When you first spray it, you do get a little bit of bitter orange and bergamot. You get a little bit of a citrusy, kind of a bitter citrus opening, and then it very quickly turns into this absolutely gorgeous, deep, sexy gourmand fragrance. This is the type of fragrance that you would wear if you want to smell bold. You've got on a little black dress, you've got some pretty high heels on, you want to turn heads, you want to smell confident, very sultry, very seductive. That's this kind of fragrance. I have had Noir de Noir, which is marketed toward men, but it definitely could be unisex. And this is very similar to Noir de Noir. This, however, you guys, is gorgeous. It's a beautiful fragrance, definitely a boss woman scent, very confident, very sexy. If I didn't know any better, I would say that there was tobacco in here. Like there's some kind of a smoky, boozy quality about it that I just love. If you guys want something like this, but it's not in your price range, check out our Mauve Club de Nuit Intense. I have featured that in a video before. It is a fraction of the price. You can get it on FragranceNet for I think like $40 or $50, and it's a really, really good fragrance, and it smells very, very similar to this. But yes, this is an absolutely gorgeous fragrance, you guys. I just want to keep coming back and smelling it because it's so nice. So yes, definitely recommend that one. That is Tom Ford Noir pour Femme. That is my take on these 4 fragrances. Again, I'm so happy to have them in my collection. I'm just like tickled to have them. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. If you have any of these fragrances, please let me know down below what your thoughts are. Are there any that you would recommend I would try based on what you see here? And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing your guys' thoughts, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Head on over and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, because I share a lot of things on there that I don't on YouTube, and I'll see you guys all next time.